K'amcha Yisrael is being dedicated to the Refuah Shlema of Chaya Rachel Bat Ruth. V'ezrat Hashem, we should bear witness to a beautiful and complete recovery. Amen. The Sefer Reach Beni shares the following. Approximately 50 years ago, Hagaon Reb Nota Greenblatt Zatzal went to visit his son Reb Yankel Greenblatt, learning in Yeshivat Ner Israel in Baltimore. During this visit, an inspiring conversation took place between the esteemed Rosh Yeshiva Reb Ruderman and my uncle Reb Nota Greenblatt. Their discussion drifted, for some reason, towards the city of Dallas. Reb Ruderman expressed his desire to share a story about his experience in that particular city and recounted a time when he was there raising funds for Ner Israel. He was graciously escorted around Dallas by a Reb Abramowitz, a remarkable man known for his boundless kindness and chesed. And during the trip, Reb Ruderman was sitting with a wealthy benefactor where he took the opportunity to passionately share the significance of the yeshiva, the dedication of its talmidim, and the virtuous avrechim. Moved by the cause, the generous donor contributed $5,000 on the spot, a substantial sum at that time, and pledged an additional $5,000 to be paid in 6 months. This heartwarming act of philanthropy filled Reb Ruderman with immense joy, and he bestowed countless blessings upon the donor. As Reb Ruderman prepared to leave, Reb Abramowitz had a story to share, one he felt could resonate with the wealthy man. He spoke of the famous Rothschild family living in a particular town where a destitute man resided. This man was in dire straits, yearning to marry off his 2 daughters, but lacked even a single shekel to his name. This desperate man, well aware of the route that Mr. Rothschild took to his office, crossed paths with the benevolent magnate. Face to face, he explained the urgency of his situation and pleaded for assistance. Mr. Rothschild, deeply moved by the man's plight, suggested that he visit his office later that day for help. However, as they were about to part ways, Mr. Rothschild called the impoverished man back and said, "Wait! Please take my gold watch and return it to me when you come to see me later." And the impoverished man was taken aback by this act of kindness, and he initially refused, saying, "You don't owe me anything." Mr. Rothschild insisted, "I know I don't owe you anything, but your words have deeply moved me, and I want to help you in a significant way. My only concern is that when I return to my office and get caught up in the daily grind, my initial motivation may wane along with my intended contribution, and by holding on to my $20,000 gold watch as collateral, my resolve will remain steadfast even hours after have passed much time later." As he concluded the story, the local benefactor grasped the profound message it carried and promptly wrote the additional $5,000, understanding that there are no guarantees about the future, and that sometimes the best time to act is now. The Holy Radak explains on the Pasuk Vayakod et Yitzchak Beno that although Abraham desired to bring Yitzchak as a korban, a sacrifice, and Yitzchak was a willing participant, he still felt the need to have himself bound, saying, "Just in case, please tie me securely. Perhaps I'll act instinctively and move on the Mizbeach. I'm unsure if my commitment will be as strong 10 minutes from now." There is no time like the present with the mitzvah haba biyadcha. Earlier this week, I had the privilege of meeting with a prominent Rav in a Beit Knesset in Flatbush. He wanted to share the Shabbat Dirasha he delivered on Parshat Bereshit immediately following the Simchat Torah attack. He spoke of the beautiful portrayal of the profound relationship that Am Yisrael and Borei Olam share. During Elul, Borei Olam descends from Shemayim and walks among Am Yisrael. His divine presence provides us with a unique opportunity for teshuvah, a chance to return and reconnect with our spiritual essence. As Rosh Hashanah arrives, we tie a sacred bond with our Creator, symbolically being Mekabel Ol Malchut Shemayim, a time of introspection and renewal. On Kippur, with its solemn Kol Nidrei and Ne'ilat Tefillot, it marks a continued ascent on our spiritual journey, and during which Kutcha B'richu, the Holy One, offers Am Yisrael the most extraordinary gift of all, blanket forgiveness, a chance to wipe our slate clean and start anew. Sukkot brings with it an overwhelming sense of Kedusha, where says the Shem Mishmuel, even Malachim are forbidden to enter the Sukkah while Am Yisrael sits with Borei Olam in a time of unparalleled closeness. And then, as the Creator prepares to bid us farewell, there's one last precious moment of solitude, the intimacy shared together on Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah, the grand finale of our spiritual journey, so to speak. This is the apogee, it's the climax of our spiritual journey, and similar to the story of a chatan and a kala on their wedding day, a culmination of the fitting of her gown, the meticulous preparation of the venue, fasting, special tefillot, tears that are shed at the chuppah, symbolizing the deep emotional commitment, joyous celebration, a dance of unbridled exultation. And while all present enjoy the Viennese table, laden with delicacies, the father of the kala transforms the event into an active shooter. He kills his daughter, the kala, the chatan, the parents, and continues a tragedy that's hard to fathom, significantly harder to process. Yet, this is precisely what Borei Olam did to his children on that fateful October 7th. In today's world of social media, we're witnessing a global outpouring of mitzvot, and Am Yisrael is accepting Shabbat a few minutes early, kindling the Neirot before the required time or age, reciting an additional chapter of Tehillim, and these deeds, they're truly remarkable, but they primarily fall under the category of Bein Adam Lamakom, actions between a person and God. It's important to acknowledge that the scarcity of these mitzvot wasn't what led to the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. As we all know, its ruin was the result of Sinat Chinam, baseless hatred. The Sefat Emet, commenting on the well-known pasuk, emphasizes that any generation failing to rebuild the Beit HaMikdash in their lifetime is akin to destroying it in their lifetime. For decades, we have marked as a community each Tisha B'Av with countless lectures on this very topic. Perhaps we were merely hearing without truly listening. Sinat Chinam is not about disliking the person who blocked your driveway. It's about hating the person driving your car. Allow me to illustrate. Gentlemen, picture yourself in this synagogue parking lot when your best friend arrives in your dream car, the one you yearn for since your bar mitzvah, a Porsche GT3. Ladies, imagine you're at a bake sale when your best friend walks in wearing a magnificent diamond-studded choker. Ahavat Chinam has a best friend. Its name is Va'afta L'Reacha Kamocha, loving someone as you love yourself. It's undeniably challenging. But when you genuinely feel joy for them as they sit behind the wheel or don that necklace, you've just laid a cornerstone in the Bayit Shelishi. When you notice your neighbor expanding their home across multiple lots and say, "What a beautiful home, may they find much nachat," you've elevated yourself to platoon commander, battling the spiritual war against Sinat Chinam. On that fateful Black Shabbat, our fortress endured unimaginable ravages, the depths of which one could hardly fathom. And now our brothers and sisters are in the lion's den, waging a fierce battle against the most vile adversaries ever to besmirch existence. If we as Am Yisrael stand together and genuinely rejoice in our friends' happiness, we will witness a beautiful transformation. Our families will become centers of unity. Our homes will radiate love and understanding, and in this way, we'll become a force akin to the Israeli SEAL Team 6, the Stageret Matkal, standing at attention in the service of our Creator. Shabbat Shalom.